Hey, what's up guys? It is Rob from Movie Review Time, and I am back with another video. And I am joined today by Freddy Krueger, the one, the only. And I was having so much fun ranking the Child's Play films, all 7 films, that I thought I would move on to the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, because there are 7 of those total. So, yeah, I'm basically going to rank all the movies from worst to best. And here I have the VHS box set. The Nightmare Collection is what they call it, where all the movies form Freddy Krueger on the spine. Thanks to my cousin Dan for giving me this. This is a really, really cool box set. I hate to say this, but this is better than the Blu-ray box set. I mean, I'm just going to say, you know, the Blu-ray box set is like a lazy version. Even though we get them on Blu-ray, it's still nothing compared to the detail in this box set. So, what I'm going to do, like I said, is, well, let's take these out first. So, we got Nightmare on Elm Street. We have Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. I'll just keep them over here, closer to the light. Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. Nightmare on Elm Street 4, Dream Master. Nightmare on Elm Street 5, Dream Child. You can kind of get the pattern here. Dream something. Dream Warriors, Dream Master, Dream Child. I get it. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. And Wes Craven's New Nightmare. And an empty box. So, I'm going to show you guys worst to best. What I consider to be the worst all the way to my favorite. I have to shift these around a little bit because I already got it figured out what I'm going to do. Alright, so, are you ready? He's ready. I'm intimidated. Like, I'm a tall guy, and right here, like, Freddy is tall. He's about, with the hat on, I mean, yeah, oh my god. We're like the same height, bitch. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Hope you guys enjoy this. From worst to best, coming in at number 7 for me, which would be the worst, is a Nightmare on Elm Street 5, Dream Child. I couldn't get into this movie. I didn't really care for the story as much. It was boring. I mean, the whole child thing was okay when you think about it, because it had what's her name, Alice from Part 4, and she makes her return, but I liked her character more in the fourth film. So I would say my least favorite is Part 5. Then we're going to get to my number 6, and that is Freddy's Dead. And they tried to do the whole 3D thing in here. You know, Roseanne and Tom Arnold are in this film. Alice Cooper, who plays Freddy's father, is in this. I get what they were going for, but I don't know. This one's just kind of cheesy in itself, and it got silly. Like, Freddy started to get really silly after, let's say, Nightmare on Elm Street 2. That's when he started to. I mean, Part 3, Part 4, he was gradually saying these funny lines, and then after that, he just got wacky. So, Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, comes in at number 6 for me. Number 5 would be Wes Craven's New Nightmare. This was a different idea. This was almost like Freddy was actually real, where Heather Langenkamp returns from the first movie, but she doesn't play Nancy. She plays Heather. And it's almost like, you know, Wes Craven's in this as well. It's almost like Freddy is not just a movie, but he's actually real. I get what they were going for. It was a unique idea, and Freddy looks really different in this. The whole his you know, his burns look completely different. He's got like a bone claw. So, I mean, I was actually surprised they took a risk like this, but it's definitely not as bad as Freddy's Dead or Part 5 for me. So that's that comes in at number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Nightmare on Elm Street 4: The Dream Master. I love this movie, actually. The first 4 movies I really like. This has an amazing soundtrack. I like the characters in this. The fact that Alice takes the powers of all her friends and fights Freddy. But it's got some cool death scenes. You know, the bug scene, or where the girl's working out and she turns into a fly, basically, is one of the grossest scenes. But I really like this one. It's also got that famous Fat Boys song. I don't remember what the name of it was, but Freddy sings along with the Fat Boys. It's even got the music video and all that. So Part 4 comes in at number 4. Number 3 is A Nightmare on Elm Street 2: Freddy's Revenge. Now this one gets, I don't want to say, this one doesn't really hardly get any attention, because a lot of people call this like, oh, the gay movie, because there's a lot of gay references and stuff like that, but I could care less. The whole Jesse, you know, being kind of like possessed in the house, I like that. The whole whipping thing where they whip the gym teacher and he's naked and stuff like that, like, that didn't bother me. Like, none of that stuff bothered me. The fact that Jesse's dancing in his room to music didn't bother me. I like Freddy in this. The whole school bus scene in the beginning, when he's driving all crazy, and then he ends up by a cliff and stuff like that was really, really cool. This movie doesn't get enough credit. The pool scene where he starts killing all these kids. Hey man, let me help you. Help yourself, fucker! And then he starts just killing people. That was a really cool scene. He agrees. So, the second movie is definitely underrated, I want to say. And it's a dark film, too. It's very dark. But that comes in at number 3. Coming in at number 2 as my second favorite is Part 3. Dream Warriors will probably be the first on a lot of people's list, because a lot of people love the third one. I really do like it. That's why it comes in at number 2 for me. And it's got a lot of callbacks to the first movie. Of course, you know, Nancy returns in this movie. John Saxon. Really, really cool film. A lot of memorable deaths and stuff like that. So, Dream Warriors is my second favorite. And of course, what's left is the original Nightmare on Elm Street. You can't beat it. You really can't beat it. With Tina getting, you know, hovering above the bed and she gets sliced wide open. There's blood everywhere. That scene, they tried to do that in the remake and it was stupid. Okay, it was nothing compared to the scene in this movie. The fact that she's in the school and that, you know, in that bag and she's getting drugged down the hall with blood and stuff like that. They tried to do it in the remake. It didn't work because we already seen it here and it was done much better. A lot of memorable scenes. Johnny Depp, you know, disappears in the bed and all of a sudden blood just starts pouring out of the bed. Awesome. Awesome scenes. Freddy doesn't hardly say anything in this movie. He's so different from the sequels. Like I said, he's more darker in like the first, I want to say, I mean, the third and fourth film, he says a lot more, but the first 2 films, he's dark. And he's so different. It's almost like he went to fucking clown college or something. Don't hurt me. He's got his glove up. Anyway, that's my favorite of the Nightmare on Elm Street series, is the very first Nightmare on Elm Street. So there you go. Just my opinion, just my personal list of, you know, worst to best. Quick recap. Number 7 is number 5. Number 6, coming in at number 6 is Freddy's Dead. Coming in at number 5, New Nightmare. Coming in at number 4, Nightmare on Elm Street 4, Dream Master. Coming in at number 3, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. Coming in at number 2, Dream Warriors. And of course, Nightmare on Elm Street, number 1. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really like to hear your personal list. Do a video response. I always think video responses are a lot funner, but I know, a lot of you probably don't have the time to do that, and that's fine. That's totally fine. I just think it's a lot of fun. So if you want to do a video response, definitely do it. Or down in the comments, list your worst to best from 7 to 1. Let me know, because I'm really interested to hear all the different kinds of, lists that all of you have, every one of us have different opinions, but it's cool to see some of them like switched around. Maybe some of them are close to my list, but yet some of them are switched, and maybe somebody does like part 5 as their first. That would be awesome. I mean, honestly, I would really like to know why too, if you list part 5 as your favorite. You never know, there might be. Anyway, guys, yeah, let me know in the comments. I'm going to keep doing these kind of videos as well. I'm definitely going to rank the Friday the 13th films, which I have done before. I'm going to rank the Halloween films, the Hellraiser films, the Wrong Turn films, the Final Destination films, on and on and on and on and on. I'm going to take all these horror franchises and I'm going to do worst to best. I really like doing that. So, thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you very much for subscribing, for taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. It really does mean a lot to me. And I'll see you in the next one, right, Freddy? Give me a 5. He scares me, honestly. It's a full-size Freddy. He scares me. I don't even want to go to sleep. What am I going to do? God, he just stares at you. Look, he just... Can you imagine waking up out of your bed? You just wake up, you turn the light on, and he's right there. Fuck. Nope, not happening.